Khan's stabbing case is more than what meets the eye. We'll get you details on that top story with me, Tanisha Avasthi, only at 6 p.m. You're watching 6 Stories at 6 with me, Tanisha Avasthi. On this edition, we get you the stories that set the agenda. Story number 1 tonight is Saif stabbing mystery. There are 3 angles to it. The first one being the clincher CCTV tapes. The other angle that we are tracking is the dodgy set of versions in the case. The third angle that we will be focusing on is what was the motive of the suspect, because ultimately there was no robbery that took place. Moving on, there is a big breakthrough in Abhaya rape and murder case where Sanjoy Roy has been convicted. We'll also tell you about the latest provocation by Yunus against India. And lastly, the Super India squad for the Champions Trophy has been announced, and we will be joined by Yashasvi's coach live at 6 p.m. All right, we start this edition with the first story. Now, it's been over 50 hours, but the attacker is still at large. Republic has accessed the 6 CCTV tapes that show attackers' movement from Bandra to Dadar in Mumbai. Let's piece together the clues on attacker's movement on January 16 when he made his way to the apartment from the neighbor's wall and then to fire exit staircase. What we'll do right now is we'll get you the CCTV visuals which actually tell you the truth. Now, this CCTV visual number 1 that we got is from 1:37 a.m. The first video shows how the attacker is climbing upwards. This is from the 6th floor. Remember, Saif Khan stays, however, on the 12th floor, and no CCTV has been out from there. The second CCTV is about the accused getting down after committing the crime. The CCTV is about 2:33 a.m. The accused is seen. He gets a glimpse at the camera and he walks in a very hurried manner. The CCTV number 3 that we're going to talk about is from the morning of the crime, where it is about 7:06 a.m. The accused has been seen outside the Bandra railway station. Remember, he has changed his clothes from a black garb. He has now changed his appearance and has a blue shirt on. This is to escape the cops. The other CCTV visual, CCTV number 4, is from Dadar, where he's seen at a shop buying headphones for his phone. He could have probably changed his SIM at that point in time, because remember, the Mumbai police is unable to track the accused. The 5th CCTV is again from Dadar, where the accused is seen buying eatables at a shop. His body language is extremely carefree, like he has not committed a crime, and all of this to escape the cops. Now, CCTV number 6 is seen at Versova in Mumbai. So there are 3 locations all in all that the accused has changed from Bandra to Dadar to now Versova. 3 CCTVs that the accused is seen in after the crime, yet the Mumbai police is unable to track him. We also spoke to the shopkeeper from where the attacker bought headphones. This was in Dadar area in Mumbai, where the attacker was last seen. Hear what the shopkeeper had to tell Republic.
और क्या किया उसने?
कुछ बोले नहीं, वो एयरफोन के लिए कहे कि मुझे एयरफोन दे दो। तो मैं बोला एयरफोन दे दो, तो बोले कि कौन सा? मैं बोला कितना, मतलब कितने वाला एयरफोन? बोले 50 वाला एयरफोन चाहिए। तो मैंने उनको 50 वाला एयरफोन दिया और उन्होंने मुझे 100 रुपीज़ दिया, तो मैंने उनको 50 रुपीज़ चेंज वापस कर दिया।
अच्छा,
हाँ, इसके बाद में फिर वो गए किधर गए मालूम ही नहीं पड़ा।
मुंबई पुलिस ने आपसे क्या लेके गई यहाँ से?
CCTV फोटोज।
अच्छा, आपने उस बंदे को देखा था क्या?
नहीं, मतलब जानकारी नहीं। मतलब बहुत सारे लोग आते थे दुकान में, कितने लोग कस्टमर आते थे, इतना मतलब सोचना मुश्किल रहता है।
अच्छा,
मतलब थोड़ा टाइम के पहले कोई आए तो इंसान के माइंड में रहेगा।
क्या लेके गया था?
एयरफोन 50 वाला।
एयरफोन 50 वाला लेके गया था।
Now, the other focus is on the mixed set of version. One by the eyewitness, the auto driver, which says Kareena did not ferry Saif to the hospital, second by the maid and third by Kareena Kapoor herself. Now, while the auto driver who ferried Saif to the hospital says that he did not see Kareena anywhere, here is what Kareena Kapoor has to say. Kareena Kapoor in her statement had said that she was at home at the time of the incident and she left for Karishma Kapoor's residence from the incident spot after the attack because she was scared. The question now is, why would Kareena Kapoor not take her husband to the hospital if she was present at the time of the incident and instead let her 6 to 7-year-old son Taimur escort her husband?
As the mystery on the attack on Saif Ali Khan deepened, questions were raised on the whereabouts of Kareena Kapoor at the time of the attack. Now police have recorded the statement of the actor. In her statement to the police, Kareena said that the attacker didn't steal anything. She also said that when the attack took place, the children were sent to the 12th floor. Kareena told the police that Saif tried to save the women and children. Describing the sequence of events in a statement, Kareena said that nurses screamed after seeing the thief enter the house, after which Saif and Kareena ran towards this room. Kareena was worried as this was the room where the kids were. The accused threatened nurse Lima with a knife in the house and demanded ₹1 crore. After the attack on Saif Ali Khan, the nurse and Kareena screamed for help in the house. Kareena, who was mentally stressed by this incident, was taken out of the house by her sister Karishma after the incident. While Kareena's statement now rules out the burglary bid angle, several unanswered questions still remain.
Now, the other main unanswered question is about the motive of the attacker. Now, according to Kareena Kapoor's statement, the attacker did not steal anything, and this is after the Mumbai police said that the main reason behind the attempt to stab Saif Ali Khan was theft. We also learned that one suspect has been detained in Chhattisgarh's Durg area. We are being joined by Akhil, my colleague, who is reporting live from Leelavati Hospital in Mumbai. Akhil, you've got those exclusive visuals where Kareena Kapoor today is seen visiting Leelavati Hospital to see her husband. Now, you have been reporting from the hospital. Talk to us about what did the eyewitness in and around the hospital told you, who was accompanying Saif at that point in time, what was his condition?
Well, Tanisha, if you see, we have confirmed this with the senior officials in the Leelavati hospital. I spoke to the CEO of this very hospital myself, and he has confirmed this, that it's almost 8 or 9 years old boy that has taken Saif Ali Khan to the hospital at the night of the incident, when the incident took place. So if you see at this point in time, in the first half, what we have seen that Kareena Kapoor Khan arrived at the very hospital to see Saif. After that, what we have seen, Soha Ali Khan also arrived. Then what we saw, Sara Ali Khan also arrived at the very hospital. And earlier in the morning, Sharmila Tagore also was in the hospital. So the entire family members were there. Apart from that, if you see, several Bollywood stars keep on one by one coming over there and meeting Saif Ali Khan. Few moments back, Jimmy Shergill arrived and he met Saif Ali Khan, and then he came out after meeting Saif Ali Khan. So at this point in time, what we have been seeing that the entire Bollywood industry is with Saif Ali Khan. But on the investigation part, if you see, what we have witnessed that more than 20 different teams have been formed. And there are two parallel investigations which have been going on in this case. One is by the crime branch team and another one is by the Zone 9 police team, which is handled by the DCP Dikshit Gadam. So at this point in time, what we have been seeing that more than 60 hours have passed, but the Mumbai police could not be able to arrest the person who basically committed that crime on the night of the incident. Because if you look at those CCTV footages, the incident took place around 2. This is what the family members of Saif Ali Khan says. Apart from that, if you look at those visuals in that CCTV camera footage, is clear what we have gathered that in one of those CCTV footage at around 1:37 a.m. that person who went up the stairs using that stairs, at that time his face was completely covered with a red scarf, and at that point in time he was not wearing shoes. But when he came back after committing the crime of around 2:33 a.m. At that point in time, we have also recovered those CCTV footage in that the time has been imprinted, which reflects that at that point in time he was wearing shoes. He has got ample amount of time, more than 1 hour, to commit that crime. At that point in time, what were those security personnel who were basically deployed at Satnam, at Sadhguru apartment, which is basically the residence of Saif Ali Khan. So it raises several questions on the part of security personnel as well, because if you see the agency which has been hired, the agency which basically secure or which basically deployed by the Saif Ali Khan's team or the apartment owners, what actually those security personnel were doing at that point in time, because you have been what we have been seeing that there have been multiple lapses on the part of that incident. Because
right, Akhil. Thank you, Akhil, for sharing all those details. We will come back to you as and when there are updates in the case. But for now, we move on to the other stories we are tracking. And this one is from West Bengal, where a pivotal juncture in the Abhaya rape and murder case, prime accused Sanjoy Roy has been now pronounced guilty of the crime. Additional Sessions Judge of the Shelda case has administered him with a life imprisonment with over 25 years with a possibility of a death penalty.
5 months after the barbaric rape and murder of a trainee doctor in RG Medical College and Hospital that shook the entire nation's conscience, Sialda court has finally pronounced the verdict on the case. Abhaya rape and murder accused Sanjay Ghosh has been found guilty of the crime. He has been attested with the maximum possible penalty of life imprisonment, but his sentencing has been deferred till Monday. In a 160-page judgment, Roy has been convicted under sections of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. BNS section 64, 66 and 103 part 1 have been imposed on him. Ushered into the courtroom under tight security, Roy repeated his claim that he was being used as a political pawn. Here's how the victim's father reacted to the ordeal.
ये जो विचार व्यवस्था के पहले पड़ाव हम पार कर रहा है और आगे बढ़ेंगे, और हम लोग हाई कोर्ट के सामने 54 क्वेश्चन रखा है और सुप्रीम कोर्ट में 39 क्वेश्चन रखा है, लोअर कोर्ट में भी 35 क्वेश्चन रखा है। ये सब क्वेश्चन का आंसर हम कोर्ट का पास से मांगा है।
This is what the BJP had to say.
इन्वेस्टिगेशन निर्भर करता है कि अवेलेबल प्रूफ के ऊपर, तो प्रूफ जितना मिला उसके ऊपर संजय राय को कन्विक्टेड किया गया। और हम भी मानते हैं कि सडनली एक महिला को पकड़ के रेप कर दिया, एक डॉक्टर को, ये तो मुझे भी अटपटा रखता है। और मुझे लगता है कि इस महिला डॉक्टर ने कुछ इन्होंने जान लिया था, और अगर सामने आ जाता तो मुख्यमंत्री जी का कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो जाता, ममता बनर्जी का, इसलिए करवाया जा सकता है।
What remains to be seen is the fate that awaits the other key accused in the case, Sandeep Ghosh and Abhijit Mondal, who were granted bail earlier.
We are being joined by Shishir Bajoria. He is a West Bengal BJP leader. Thank you very much for speaking to Republic. Now, in a big claim that Sanjoy Roy had made in the court, he had said that there is one IPS officer who is being shielded. Who do you think that IPS officer could be, Shishir?
Well, I really would know. I don't want to speculate on a national TV channel like yours. But let me point out one thing. First of all, great work by CBI. At least one person has been convicted, and we will know what the court pronounces as his punishment, life imprisonment or capital punishment. But now let me come to one point. You're talking of an IPS officer. Now, I know for a fact, everybody knows that the then police commissioner, Vineet Goyal, what did he say on day one? He called it a suicide. We have all forgotten it because we have our attentions get diverted. My question to then police commissioner, sir, where are you, sir? You as the head of the police called it a suicide. On what basis? And in a few days' time, your own DC contradicts you. Sir, where are you? What is this police force? From day one, Calcutta police was covering up. That is clear. That there's no doubt. The evidences were tampered with. that whole one area was broken down. Why was Calcutta police? Calcutta police is absolutely culpable, and I hope and I pray that for justice, especially to the departed, justice to all the citizens, Calcutta police is brought to books.
Thank you very much for speaking to Republic. Clearly, justice is not delivered till the main culprits behind the rape and murder case are proven guilty, are taken behind bars. Thank you very much on that. We would like to move on to the other story that we are tracking. Now, there is clearly no end to provocation by Yunus government at the border area. Once again, clashes broke out at the Malda border area after infiltration attempts by Bangladeshi side. It was resisted by the locals in Malda. The BSF ensured that the statement that they gave, where they said that the intervention to the altercation that happened has controlled the situation at the border. But remember, these are the latest visuals that we are getting in, where it is a fresh provocation by Bangladesh at the Bangladesh border. This time it has been foiled by the locals. There is a wave of nationalism at the border. And on that, I am being joined by retired Major General K.K. Sinha. He is a defense expert. General Sinha, thank you very much for speaking to Republic. Clearly, there is no end. Clearly, there is no end to the provocation by Yunus, and this has been noted time and again, not just once, twice, but every time at the borders. Do you think Bangladesh is walking the Pakistan way?
Good evening and Jai Hind. Bangladesh is in the lap of Pakistan. You said rightly, they are going in the Pakistan way, but they have totally surrendered to Pakistan. Their army delegation was in Bangladesh. They want a nuclear umbrella from Pakistan. They want to have a trade with Pakistan. So they are doing undoing all those things what happened in 1971. It started long back in 75 when they killed Major Rahman, his family, his 3 sons, his wife. It has carried on thereafter. What is latest? Latest in the deep state, we all know that, from deep state of America, they want to do it. The reasons they don't know better. And the Pakistan has gone, especially after the interim government of Mohammed Yunus has come, it totally getting radicalized. See, everything is acceptable, but underbelly of India, it is getting radicalized. And what we are seeing, it is just coming on the borders now. We have got the 5th largest border of the world. Bangladesh border, which is 4,096 kilometers, is the 5th largest. And it is the largest border of India. Many people do not know. We have got neighbors, even more than Pakistan. We have got 4,096 kilometers long. And it is approximately 2,217 in West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram. We do not see much of problem in other way, but we see in West Bengal because of political. It is a total political, and that is what is, the government, interim government is trying to do it, whether it is happening in Malda, because of hearing what you are talking about the Malda, what is in that area, Cooch Behar area. See, out of West Bengal, 2,217 kilometers, 97 kilometers is not fenced. India has agreed an agreement with Bangladesh, and during Sheikh Hasina, that 3,271 kilometer will be barbed wire. It will be fenced, double fenced. It will have electronic surveillance. It will have a cattle fencing. But now what you see is the radicalized Bangladeshi, supported by all those radicalized forces, whether it is Jamaat Islami, it is the Rajakas. They are behind this, and they are getting some traction within the people who are in the government in these areas, especially West Bengal. And we have to be very, but the people, the good point is that, I've seen all those places, 7 places at present, where the classes are there.
Right.
A major difference is in the Malda area. So the people are there. They have, actually now come up. They are supporting BSF. and we should not allow, because lot of basically the human trafficking, your animal goes from this side. There is a drug trafficking.
Right.
All those things which is taking place in the border has to be stopped.
General Sinha, I completely agree with you on that statement that the infiltration has to stop, and it is time that India gives it back. India, in fact, has sent a very, very strong message to Bangladesh, and we will do that as well. For now, General Sinha, thank you very much for sharing your insights on that. It's time for us to move on to the other stories that we are tracking. Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami and Hardik Pandya have all made it to India's squad for the forthcoming Champions Trophy 2025. The trio last featured in the ODI tournament at the 2023 World Cup. Now the 15-man squad will be led by Rohit Sharma, with Shubham Gill serving at his deputy, and has a notable inclusion now Yashasvi Jaiswal, who is set to make his ODI debut. His coach, in fact, is joining us live on the broadcast. Jwala Singh, thank you very much for speaking with Republic. It's an honor to speak to you. One quick question that I would like to ask you is the squad for the ODI series. The Champions Trophy has been announced. Yashasvi will be making his ODI debut. How do you think strong is the team, keeping in mind the comebacks that we have seen in the latest squad announcement?
Everyone, first I would like to thank Republic TV for giving me this opportunity. I think it's a very good balanced team. We have 6 batters, 1 wicket keeper. We have 3 fast bowling all-rounders, 3 fast bowlers and 1 spinner. So I think looking at the 50-over format, it looks like a good team. I am happy to see Yashasvi, Shreyas Iyer, and Bumrah, Hardik Pandya, Mohammad Shami and Arshdeep. I think this is a good team looking at that we are playing in subcontinent. So I hope that this team do well, because we have continued losing knockout rounds when it comes to the 50-over, like 50-over World Cup, before that the Champions Trophy. So I think hope for the best, and it looks like a balanced team from my mind.
Right, Jwala Singh, thank you very much for speaking to Republic. We will keep coming back to you. This is a big announcement that has been made by the BCCI. We'll keep coming back to you as and when there are updates on the story. But for now, I thank you for joining us on the broadcast. Now, as we come to the end of this newsreel, let's record and summarize with Note Assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. The Kolkata court pronounced accused Sanjoy Roy guilty of rape and murder on an on-duty doctor at state-run Artikar Medical College and Hospital. The Shelda court, where Roy's trial was held, will declare his sentence on Monday. Roy was found guilty under Section 64 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita that governs rape, and Section 66 and 1031 of the Act, which deals with punishments for death and murder. And there you have it, the precise reading of the news in a simpler format using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. We will be back with the headlines in a few minutes. Thank you for watching.
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university in the recently released Education World Rankings. A testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked standards in education.
देश के सबसे उत्कृष्ट शतरंज खिलाड़ियों में से एक। उन्होंने विश्व शतरंज 2024 में स्वर्ण पदक, शतरंज ओलंपियाड 2024 में 3 तथा व्यक्तिगत श्रेणी दोनों में स्वर्ण पदक हासिल किए। श्री गुकेश जी को शतरंज खेल में उनकी उत्कृष्ट उपलब्धियों को मान्यता प्रदान करते हुए वर्ष 2024 के लिए मेजर ध्यानचंद खेल रत्न पुरस्कार प्रदान किया जाता है। श्री गुकेश जी। श्री हरमनप्रीत सिंह। श्री हरमनप्रीत सिंह देश के सबसे उत्कृष्ट हॉकी खिलाड़ियों में से एक हैं। उनकी उपलब्धियों में है 2024 ओलंपिक को हॉकी के खेल में उनकी उत्कृष्ट उपलब्धियों को मान्यता प्रदान करते हुए वर्ष 2024 के लिए मेजर ध्यानचंद खेल रत्न पुरस्कार प्रदान किया जाता है। श्री हरमनप्रीत सिंह। श्री प्रवीण कुमार। श्री प्रवीण कुमार देश के सबसे उत्कृष्ट पैरा एथलेटिक्स खिलाड़ियों में से एक हैं। उनकी उपलब्धियों में है पेरिस पैरालंपिक्स 2024 में स्वर्ण पदक, पैरालंपिक्स 2020 में रजत पदक, एशियन पैरा गेम्स 2022 में स्वर्ण पदक। श्री प्रवीण कुमार को पैरा एथलेटिक्स खेल में उनकी उत्कृष्ट उपलब्धियों को मान्यता प्रदान करते हुए वर्ष 2024 के लिए मेजर ध्यानचंद खेल रत्न पुरस्कार प्रदान किया जाता है।
When in the newsroom, it is not that simple to summarize a story that is breaking. With the Notices feature powered by Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, you can make a long story short and format it into a clear, easy to review summary. Galaxy AI is here.
This week on Get Me Right, as the Trump 2.0 presidency is unveiled on January 20th, it is already a trade war panning out around the world, from Europe to the Americas, from Asia to the Far East. What are going to be the consequences of the most keenly watched United States presidency in recent times? Also, RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat made what looked like a controversial comment when he said that India became truly independent on the day of Pran Pratishtha of Ram Temple in Ayodhya last year. Let's understand. This week, Saturday and Sunday, your favorite deep dive show only on Republic TV. Did we reach a stage where perhaps you, just to cajole everyone, threatened that India would walk out of G20 and perhaps give more importance to BRICS or IPSA?
Prime Minister was very clear and he directed me that we must achieve consensus at all costs. Imagine we had conducted 230 meetings, almost every state and union territory of India. If this body is not able to arrive at consensus, then it's better not to work with G20, but rather to work with other forums like BRIC and IPSA. We had to be responsible. And that I had to tell them that India would force a consensus.
you for joining us on Republic TV. Let's now get you news summarized with Note Assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Big breakthrough in Abhaya rape and murder case. Kolkata court holds main accused Sanjoy Roy as guilty in the case. Saif stabbing mystery still unresolved. 6 clincher CCTVs of the suspect, but Mumbai police unable to track him. Police records Kareena Kapoor Khan's statement says attacker was very aggressive but did not steal anything. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar rips into Pakistan again, compares the country to cancer. Well, that was the news summarized with Note Assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Let's now get started with the big story that we've been tracking. Alright, there is a Chhattisgarh link that has surfaced. A suspect in Saif Ali Khan stabbing case has now been detained from Durg. The team of Mumbai police is now heading to Durg district. So other than Madhya Pradesh link, there is also a Chhattisgarh link with one of the suspects that has now been arrested, has been taken into custody. The image on your screens of the suspect who's been identified as Akash from Durg. A team of Mumbai police is currently headed to the Chhattisgarh district to question the suspect who's been identified. Let's try and see if Satya Prakash is with us. He is going to be joining us live from outside Saif Ali Khan's residence, and Akhil from the Lilavati hospital. But the image on your screens is of that suspect who's been identified. While the manhunt continues for the stabber, this is a suspect who's been identified in Chhattisgarh district. A team of Mumbai police is currently headed to interrogate the suspect. Satya Prakash, who's joining us live from outside Saif's residence, tell us what do we know about the suspect who's been identified and this Chhattisgarh as well as the Madhya Pradesh link to the whole case?
देखिए समीक्षा, मुंबई पुलिस की तरफ से लगातार इस एंगल को लेकर जांच कर रही है। हर एंगल पर मुंबई पुलिस के साथ साथ मुंबई पुलिस क्राइम ब्रांच की टीम काम कर रही है। अलग अलग लोकेशन पर गई है। लगभग 35 से ज़्यादा टीमें बनी हैं और 35 से ज़्यादा जो टीमें हैं अलग अलग लोकेशन पर काम कर रही है। और महाराष्ट्र ही नहीं, अलग अलग जो स्टेट की पुलिस है उनको भी जो सैफ अली खान के घर से जो CCTV का फोटो आया था उसको सर्कुलेट किया गया है। और लगातार ये तलाश किया जा रहा है कि जो शख्स यहाँ पर सैफ अली खान के घर के अंदर घुसा था और उसका फोटो जो है पूरी तरह से सर्कुलेट किया गया है। अब जो मध्य प्रदेश और छत्तीसगढ़ का जो आया है फोटो और जो शख्स को लिया गया हिरासत में, उसका भी पूछताछ शुरू है। और लगातार ये पता करने की कोशिश किया जा रहा है कि जो सैफ अली खान के घर के अंदर घुसा था क्या वही शख्स है, वही आरोपी है। लगातार मुंबई पुलिस की टीम 35 से ज़्यादा लोगों को पुलिस स्टेशन बुलाकर पूछताछ की है और अलग अलग लोकेशन पर लगभग 50 से ज़्यादा लोगों से पूछताछ की है। यहाँ सैफ अली खान के घर के आसपास जितने भी दुकान है वहाँ पे जाकर, साथ ही जितने भी CCTV आसपास के हैं सब कुछ खंगाल चुकी है। लेकिन अभी तक मुख्य आरोपी, जो मेन आरोपी, जो CCTV में फोटो आया है, जो CCTV सैफ अली खान घर के अंदर का आया है, उस आरोपी को अभी मुंबई पुलिस पकड़ नहीं पाई है। समीक्षा।
Satya Prakash, stay with us. Let's also go across to Sandeep. He's joining us live from the Bandra police station. Sandeep, like Satya Prakash was telling us, there is not just the Chhattisgarh link but also the Madhya Pradesh link that has surfaced. One is, of course, the suspect who's been identified in Chhattisgarh district. The other is the suspect who's been detained in MP currently being interrogated by the Mumbai police. Tell us more about these two suspects who've been identified so far.
See, Samiksha, as far as the person who is been, in fact, whose photograph is being displayed out there on the television screen, as far as my sources are concerned, they have currently said that as per the protocol, if any officer or any unit of any investigating team supports in the crime, they definitely, go through with the facts and verify. They have to verify with the facts. So now the team of Mumbai police has left from Bandra police station for Durg, and in fact they'll reach tonight to question this very person who is displayed on the screen. But as of now, what our sources have told us that they still believe with the fact that the person seen in the CCTV footage and the person in the photograph that has been sent by Durg police, Durg RPF, in fact, are not that very resembling or not that very identical. Although as per the protocol, if any agency alerts, give them alert and find anything suspicious, they have to go and verify that. So in order to verify the person, the team of Mumbai police has left from Mumbai, and they will definitely verify whether he is the same person who had made an attack or not.
Sandeep, that being said, the versions of the Mumbai police have also been quite dodgy. First, it was the burglary angle, and now we're given to understand that there is also an extortion angle being probed. Anything that has been established so far as the motive is concerned in the stabbing incident?
See, whether it is burglary, whether it is extortion or kidnapping, this is something that Mumbai police should tell. In fact, just what our sources have told within the Mumbai police, that the delay that have caused to arrest the accused is because the crime branch was in fact brought into the picture very late. And in fact, that was the reason which led to such kind of a delay. Otherwise, if the agencies would have been alerted on time, then there would have been a high possibility that the accused could have been arrested as early as possible. But ultimately, yes, there was lack of coordination within the Mumbai police and several agencies that work together. And that is the reason, in fact, the accused is still at large. Although one person is still at Bandra police station who was, in fact, brought in yesterday. Whether he is the same person who had attacked Saif Ali Khan or not, that is something Mumbai police is not confirming. In fact, they say that that person does not have any kind of links with that attack. But the images and the CCTV footages are very much resembling to the person who was in fact brought into Bandra police station yesterday. Although we don't confirm with the fact that he's the same person or not.
Stay with us, Sandeep. I believe there is also a statement that's coming in from the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Vishnu Devsai on the person, the suspect rather, who's been detained in connection with the stabbing incident.
As the mystery on the attack on Saif Ali Khan deepened, questions were raised on the whereabouts of Kareena Kapoor at the time of the attack. Now police have recorded the statement of the actor. In her statement to the police, Kareena said that the attacker didn't steal anything. She also said that when the attack took place, the children were sent to the 12th floor. Kareena told the police that Saif tried to save the women and children. Describing the sequence of events in a statement, Kareena said that nurses screamed after seeing the thief enter the house, after which Saif and Kareena ran towards this room. Kareena was worried as this was the room where the kids were. The accused threatened nurse Lima with a knife in the house and demanded ₹1 crore. After the attack on Saif Ali Khan, the nurse and Kareena screamed for help in the house. Kareena, who was mentally stressed by this incident, was taken out of the house by her sister Karishma after the incident. While Kareena's statement now rules out the burglary bid angle, several unanswered questions still remain.
All right, so while one of the suspects has been detained in Durg district of Chhattisgarh, there's a statement coming in from the Chief Minister. Listen.
हाँ, मुझे जानकारी मिली है पिछले दिनों एक्टर सैफ अली खान के ऊपर हमला हुआ था, चाकू से हमला किया गया था और उसका जो संदेही है उसको आज दुर्ग में पकड़ा गया है आरपीएफ के द्वारा और मुंबई पुलिस को उसको वो आ रही है, उनको सुपुर्द किया जाएगा, मुझे जानकारी मिली है।
All right, so let's once again tell you that there is a Madhya Pradesh as well as Chhattisgarh link in the stabbing incident. One of the suspects has been detained in Chhattisgarh's Durg district. That was a statement of the Chief Minister as well. So while the Mumbai police will be travelling to Chhattisgarh to interrogate the suspect, there is another suspect who's been detained in MP. He is currently being quizzed by the Mumbai police at the Bandra police station. So over 50 hours now, the attacker is still at large. 6 CCTV footage clips that we've accessed tracing the movement of the attacker on 16th of January. In fact, Republic had interviewed the auto driver just yesterday, Bhajan Lal Singh, who had ferried injured actor Saif Ali Khan to the Lilavati hospital on 16th of January. And it was after 16 hours that the Mumbai police interrogated the auto driver who ferried Saif Ali Khan.
भजन जी, आपका स्टेटमेंट लिया गया अभी तक?
16 hours after Republic interviewed the auto rickshaw driver who ferried actor Saif Ali Khan to Lilavati hospital.
अस्पताल से मुश्किल से 5 से 7 मिनट लगा होगा।
और वो इसी रिक्शा में बैठे हुए थे?
हाँ,
इसी
सब में वो साइड में बैठे, राइट साइड में।
राइट साइड में
बैठे थे, बीच में बच्चा बैठा था, उनके साथ में जो था यंग जो था, उनके वो समझदार था।
ये इस
पोजीशन पे बैठे थे,
इसी रिक्शे में। तो और सैफ अली खान कहाँ बैठे थे?
सैफ अली खान बैठे थे
यहाँ
पे,
इस कोने में।
हाँ, इस कोने पे। बाकी बच्चा बैठा था यहाँ पे।
ये छोटा बच्चा था?
छोटा बच्चा 7-8 साल का बच्चा होगा।
Mumbai police quizzed Bhajan Singh Rana at the Bandra police station on 16th of January incident. Bhajan Singh Rana claimed that no one from Saif Ali Khan's family had contacted him. Shockingly, even 50 hours after the stabbing incident, the auto driver was not questioned until Republic interviewed the auto driver.
भजन जी, आपका स्टेटमेंट लिया गया अभी तक? पुलिस ने आपका स्टेटमेंट लिया है अभी तक?
नहीं, अभी तो नहीं, पुलिस वालों ने मेरे से स्टेटमेंट नहीं लिया।
अभी तक आपका स्टेटमेंट नहीं लिया गया। Okay.
One big concern that if you have one of the first eyewitnesses to this entire incident, his statement more than 40 hours into it, the statement hasn't even been recorded and several other loopholes emerges.
The auto driver told Republic last night that it was not Kareena but the actor's 7-year-old son who accompanied him to the hospital. The police version appears dodgy. The FIR mentions that Saif's oldest son Ibrahim Ali Khan brought him to Lilavati hospital. Over 50 hours, the stabbing mystery is yet to be unravelled. And we head into a very short break. Kolkata court holds main accused Sanjoy Roy as guilty in the case. Quantum of punishment to be announced on Monday.
उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ, तो किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया। मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
I'll summarize it. We'll use 3 or 4 points of the article on Republic World.
Welcome back. Now, in a pivotal juncture in the Abhaya rape and murder case, prime accused Sanjoy Roy has been pronounced guilty of the crime. The quantum of punishment will be announced on Monday.
Five months after the barbaric rape and murder of a trainee doctor in RGKR Medical College and Hospital that shook the entire nation's conscience, Sealdah Court has finally pronounced the verdict on the case. Abhaya rape and murder accused Sanjay Ghosh has been found guilty of the crime. He has been attested with the maximum possible penalty of life imprisonment, but his sentencing has been deferred till Monday. In a 160-page judgment, Roy has been convicted under sections of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. BNS section 64, 66 and 103 part 1 have been imposed on him. Ushered into the courtroom under tight security, Roy repeated his claim that he was being used as a political pawn. Here's how the victim's father reacted to the ordeal.
ये जो विचार व्यवस्था के पहले पड़ाव हम पार कर रहा है और आगे बढ़ेंगे और हम लोग हाई कोर्ट के सामने 54 क्वेश्चन रखा है और सुप्रीम कोर्ट में 39 क्वेश्चन रखा है, लोअर कोर्ट में भी 35 क्वेश्चन रखा है। ये सब क्वेश्चन का आंसर हम कोर्ट का पास से मांगा है।
This is what the BJP had to say.
देखिए, इन्वेस्टिगेशन निर्भर करता है कि अवेलेबल प्रूफ के ऊपर, तो प्रूफ जितना मिला उसके ऊपर संजय राय को कन्विक्टेड किया गया। और हम भी मानते हैं कि सडनली एक महिला को पकड़ के रेप कर दिया, एक डॉक्टर को, ये तो मुझे भी अटपटा रखता है और मुझे लगता है कि इस महिला डॉक्टर ने कुछ इन्होंने जान लिया था और अगर सामने आ जाता तो मुख्यमंत्री जी का कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो जाता, ममता बनर्जी का, इसलिए करवाया जा सकता है।
What remains to be seen is the fate that awaits the other key accused in the case, Sandeep Ghosh and Abhijit Mondal, who were granted bail earlier.
Now, President-elect Donald Trump dialed Chinese President Xi Jinping. Both the leaders discussed on a wide range of topics, including trade, Taiwan, and the possible ban on TikTok in the US.
Just 2 days before Donald Trump takes charge in the Oval Office, Trump held a phone call with Chinese Premier Xi Jinping. Both the leaders had a wide range of discussions on trade, Taiwan, and TikTok. Incoming US President Donald Trump called the phone call productive and hoped for positive outcomes. Trump further emphasized on importance of collaboration between both the nations and said that both nations will try to keep their world safe. The exchange follows Trump's remarks earlier this month where he noted that ongoing conversation through President Xi representatives had a positive outcome. Meanwhile, China announced that President Xi will not attend Trump's inaugural ceremony. Xi has appointed Vice President Han Zheng as his special representative. Soon to be 47th US President Donald Trump will be inaugurated in Washington on Monday.
And Rahul Gandhi once again reiterated his demand for caste census in the country. We get you all that we're tracking from across the country in Bharat in 5 minutes. Unfazed by the non-acceptance of his demand for caste census by the people, Rahul Gandhi has refused to give up. The Congress leader reiterated his demand for caste census in an event in Patna today, saying that the caste census is important to understand the true situation in the nation.
तो जाति जनगणना एक्सरे एमआरआई जैसी चीज है, उससे दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो जाएगा। सबको पता लग जाएगा हमारी आबादी इतनी है, भागीदारी इतनी है। मगर उसके बाद जाति जनगणना के बेसिस पे पॉलिसी बननी चाहिए।
Former Deputy Chief Minister and RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav has said that his party will make Bihar one of the top states of the country. He added that RJD has a blueprint and the vision to take Bihar forward.
बड़ी जिम्मेवारी है और बिहार को अव्वल राज्यों में लेके जाना है। हम लोग जो हैं बिहार के लोगों की तरक्की हो, हम लोगों के पास विजन है, हम लोगों के पास रीजन है और हम लोगों के पास पूरा ब्लूप्रिंट है कि हम लोग बिहार को कैसे आगे ले जाएंगे।
After Shialda court convicted Sanjoy Roy in the Arjika rape and murder case, CPM leader Brinda Karat said that the powers behind Sanjoy Roy are responsible for the crime. She further said that the state government, the then Arjika principal and the whole administration is responsible for the crime. Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav paid a visit to Mumbai-Ahmedabad high-speed rail corridor today. He inspected the progress of the work of additionally driven intermediate tunnel and expressed satisfaction. The SGPC members have again said that they will continue protesting against Kangana Ranaut's movie Emergency. They allege that the film has shown Sikh religion and anti-Sikh riots of 1984 in a distorted manner and have warned that the Punjab government will be responsible for collapse of law and order situation over screening of the movie.
Over 60 hours, not a single arrest made by Mumbai police. Tonight on This Is Exclusive, we tell you why Mumbai police has failed the investigation.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university in the recently released Education World Rankings. A testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked standards in education.
We have a commitment for our brothers. We have a commitment for our sisters. We done our utmost and we brought home the majority of the hostages. But 98 of them are still there. here it is a very, very tough decision. The Israeli cabinet will have to accept. But we have a commitment. We have a commitment for our brothers.
Get just about anything like I did on the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra and watch it come to life in color. The sketch to image feature uses AI to convert the sketches into images. Sketch to image with drawing assist. Galaxy AI is here.
Over 60 hours, not a single arrest made by Mumbai police. Tonight on This Is Exclusive, we tell you why Mumbai police has failed the investigation. Hello and welcome. You're watching the Saturday edition of This Is Exclusive with me, Shabansan. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering why is it taking over 60 hours for, after all, the most professional police force to arrest what they called a thief? And if you go by the first statement that was made by the Mumbai police, it almost appeared that this was an open and shut case, presumably because this was an ordinary thief. But it is, after all, over 60 hours. And what is happening? Detention game is actually being played. And let me tell you, this is exactly what I've worked on today on This Is Exclusive. I'm going to tell you this in the next few hours as to what has actually gone wrong. But first, let's take you through the headlines we're tracking at this hour. Saif stabbing mystery remains unsolved. 6 clincher CCTVs of the suspect, but Mumbai police are unable to track him. Did police gaffe let the attacker have an easy escape? We'll get you the exclusive details at 7 p.m. Lapses, inconsistencies and dodgy set of version comes to fore in the case. The house help, auto driver and Karina record their statement, but nothing solves the mystery. The auto driver says that Karina wasn't present at the spot, but Karina in her statement says that she was at home at the time of the incident. The question is, who's telling the truth? Ladies and gentlemen, first let me take you through the latest images that have now been accessed of the suspect. As I've been saying that there is a detention versus detention really going on. But before that, let me tell you, what is it that has actually gone wrong? And the reason why perhaps it's taking over 60 hours. That's because there is a clear inconsistency in the probe that has been carried out. In fact, it turns out that there is a possibility that infighting that is actually going on between the local police station, that's the Bandra police station, and the crime branch. And let me tell you why and how exactly has all of this happened and how exactly am I making this statement. I'm going to take you through all the details right now of what perhaps could be the reason why there is a considerable delay. Now on your screens, these are some of what we have picked up so far. And let me just quickly take you through the details which we're going to put out in a short while from now. First to you, Akhil, who's joining us from Leelavati Hospital. Akhil, there is a clear infighting between the Mumbai Police's Bandra Police Station and the crime branch. I'm going to tell our viewers in a short while from now how that's actually impacting the probe. But first, from you, what's the latest coming in from Mumbai?
Well, Shawan, if you see at this point in time, we have spoken to the hospital senior officials and they have said that on the health part, if you see, Saif Ali Khan is recovering well, and within the next 2 days, they will decide that whether they want to keep Saif Ali Khan for the next 2 to 3 days or not. But at this point in time, if you see behind me the visuals of Leelavati Hospital, few hours back, what we have seen that the Kareena Kapoor Khan arrived over here. Sharmila Tagore was still inside since morning. Soha Ali Khan was there. Saif Ali, if you see, Ibrahim Ali Khan was there. So several family members were inside the hospital. Apart from that, from the film fraternity, what we have seen that several actors visited Saif Ali Khan. On the investigation part, if you see, there were certain loopholes which is being investigated by the crime branch team and the Zone 9 team at this point in time. Shawan, if you see, more than 20 different teams have been formed, but the manhunt is still on to nab the main accused in this case. Shawan, back to you in the studio.
Well, thank you very much, Akhil, for getting us the latest details, but I'll come back to you. Now, let me answer the question. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering, over 60 years and the most professional police force in the country is not being able to nab the accused, this could be one of the reasons. And I'm saying this after speaking to some of the officers in Mumbai, and they will tell you this mostly off record, because remember, this is something that they would never come on record to say this. But I've spoken to over a dozen officers to get a sense of what's really actually happening and why exactly has there been only one statement that has been made by the Mumbai police, that in a tearing hurry, that they ended up saying that preliminary, it appears to be a case of burglary. It seems something else is brewing. It is typically what happens in the police force, the infighting, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to take you through the details. First, just to remind you what really happened. 16th of January, around 2 o'clock is when the incident actually took place, where Saif Ali Khan was stabbed. So the accused exits from Saif's building around 2:30 in the morning. Now, how do we know that? That's the CCTV footage coming in from the 6th floor. Now comes the main part. Uncertainty over who made the call to the police, because we do not know exactly who from Saif's office or from the family made a call. That was roughly around 3 o'clock, is around between 2:30, 3 o'clock. That's the time range that we're being told the call was actually made. Now, this is what has happened. Bandra police station dispatched a unit to Leelavati Hospital. So by this time, we're being told that the local police station has intimated, and that's also at the same time. I'm told that another unit was actually sent to Saif's residence. So this is all happening at 4 o'clock. So if you're wondering, where is the problem here? 4 o'clock, they've already sent a unit. The problem begins here. 3.5 hours delay in informing the crime branch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is again a specialized unit. So in every case, particularly of this nature, you have the local police station looking into the case. Simultaneously, a parallel investigation also goes on by specialized officers of the crime branch. If at all, at some point in time, the government takes the decision of handing over to the crime branch, to have the advantage of the investigation, they would have started this investigation and carried it forward. It turns out, because there is a competitive race going on between the local unit, the police unit, and the crime branch, we are being told, was told about 3.5 hours later. The FIR, the CCTV footage, was also not shared with the crime branch. This I'm talking about till about yesterday morning, they weren't given access to the FIR and CCTV footage. Now, if you ask the local police station, they would say that this case is not with the crime branch, so why should they have it in the first place? But now let me tell you why this is a problem. Because when this incident took place, perhaps the Bandra police station could have alerted others. It turns out the crime branch was not alerted. The other units were not alerted, which also includes the GRP, the railway police. I'll tell you why that's also important. If the railway police is not told, then the searches are not being carried out. So now comes the big part. Now, this is where I'm going to tell you what really happened. Now, join the dots. The searches did not take place at the Bandra terminus, because remember, that's another terminus where the outgoing trains could have been searched. We are being told that did not happen. Can we just put out those details on our screens right now? What did not happen because of this delay and perhaps the other units not being told? No searches at the Bandra terminus. The fact that night auto rickshaw drivers, they were not questioned by the police at that point in time. And not to forget, the biggest lapse, perhaps, you have the auto rickshaw driver who ferried Saif Ali Khan to Lilavati Hospital. He wasn't even questioned till about late last night. And it was in the morning that he was questioned. Now take a look at this. We are putting together what perhaps could have actually helped the attacker. No searches at Bandra terminus. I'm going to show you the big exclusive, the images in a short while from now, which will actually tell you how the accused may have taken full advantage of this. That's point number one. Can we move to point number two, which is again police's gaffe actually helping the attacker? Outgoing trains were not even checked. So now if you see, if at all that suspect has actually reached Chhattisgarh, and if that's the attacker, ladies and gentlemen, look what's really happening. Third, night auto drivers not even questioned. So the night auto drivers who were actually present at that point in time, you never know, the attacker may have used an auto rickshaw, and if the questioning hasn't happened, then have they actually missed out on something? Now, these are few points that we are putting out.